Hi guys, so we've already had Fool of the Week, but when it comes to Brexiteers, I'm starting to believe that Fool of the Day is more apt. Anyway, Tory Brexiteer Andrew Bridgen has blamed the heavy goods vehicle driver shortage on, wait for it, the policies of Tony Blair's government. Yes, the reason Great Britain is experiencing a shortage of drivers, which is resulting in empty supermarket shelves, has nothing to do with Brexit or even the pandemic. It has everything to do with Tony Blair's policies of 20 years ago. So Andrew was a businessman before he became a Tory MP, and he said that if his government wants to deliver a true levelling up, then it must value highly skilled manual jobs. He blames the Labour government's decisions back in 1999 to get more than 50% of young people in England into higher education as the reason why the country is seeing a shortage today. He said he wants to have an honest conversation about the value of a degree and why more than half of graduates have found jobs of late in non-degree required areas. He said that he wants the country to praise key workers. Really, Andrew? It's a pity that you didn't support trade unions when the opportunity came up in Parliament. Is this another case of a Brexiteer trying to get people to avoid blaming Brexit for an obvious outcome of leaving the European Union? So what did he say when he was interviewed by the media? For many years, I have been raising the issue of the shortage of lorry drivers, citing the lack of dedicated apprenticeship scheme as far back as 2015. In the intervening period, the shortage of drivers has doubled, and only now have the government acted and implemented a lorry driver apprenticeship. I would like to see some evidence of this. Also, if he knew there was a shortage of drivers, surely he would have understood that leaving the European Union and forcing EU citizens out would make the situation worse. Why would you point to you indicating a problem years before, but then campaign to make that problem more acute? Is it possible that Andrew is talking crap here? Anyway, he goes on. I visited a service station in my constituency this week and inspected the facilities they offer lorry drivers. Secure parking, hot showers, and the opportunity to do laundry are good, but not all service stations are equal, and the one I visited was very much the exception rather than the rule. I went on to talk with a lorry driver with 40 years of industry experience who illustrated the problem, not least that the average age of a lorry driver is well into their 50s. He told me that the pay is not good, working conditions are poor, and that he felt undervalued, that his job, which is not seen as a vocation despite the need for qualifications, and the fact that they took responsibility for loads worth hundreds of thousands of pounds. I recently responded to Andrew on another issue, but I raised his voting record in the House of Commons when it came to workers' rights. He has consistently voted against greater union protection. He also again voted for Brexit, which is designed to strip away worker protections. He went on, "When I realised this issue in 2015, the estimated shortage of heavy goods vehicle drivers was 50,000. Now it is double that, and whilst there are 600,000 heavy goods vehicle licence holders in the UK, only half of them are active in the industry, and for many, it is the reasons they have cited above why they have left the job. The drivers voted with their feet." Again, I would like to see some evidence of him raising the issue. But as I said before, he voted to make the situation worse. Now he either doesn't understand Brexit or he has decided that Brexit was more important than keeping heavy goods vehicle drivers in Britain. Which is it, Andrew? You can't cry about a problem when you campaigned to make the problem worse and still avoid reality. Finally, he said, "If COVID has taught us anything, it is how much we rely on key workers, and how so many have felt undervalued over the years. This is one of the major contributing factors to the Brexit result that the metropolitan liberal elite didn't grasp in 2016 and which they still don't." I'm struggling to understand his last comment here. Is he saying that because the liberal elite didn't treat key workers right, this is why Brexit happened? I've seen some serious mental gymnastics before, but this really takes the cake. Ironically, Andrew raises some valid points here. We should treat key workers better. We should value heavy goods vehicle drivers and acknowledge that they maintain the backbone of our economy. Without them, we would be in serious trouble. Unfortunately, Andrew doesn't back that up with votes in Parliament. But trying to blame a policy that encourages young people to get a university degree is nuts. Right-wing governments are happy to strip away worker protections and blame it on something else. The fact that a Brexiteer is trying to blame the consequence of Brexit on something else is laughable. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?